Am I the asshole for demanding my sister pay rent for living at home with my parents and refusing to pay my rent until she does? I graduated from college 4 years ago and live at home with my parents. My sister graduated 2 years ago and also lives with my parents. We both got jobs pretty much straight out of college. I've been paying my parents $800 a month in rent since my very first paycheck. I'm still really emotionally charged right now because this just happened. Last night, my parents were talking loudly about their financial problems in the living room. I overheard the conversation and offered to help by paying more in rent. I was thinking maybe $900 to $1,000 since it covers utilities, phone, and internet. My parents were really grateful for the offer. Now, prior to this moment, I had never asked how much my sister pays in rent. I always just figured my parents charged us the same amount. It seemed logical. So without really thinking about it, I asked a follow-up question. How much is Ruby paying for rent? My mom's response was simple: nothing. There was this long, awkward pause where nobody said anything. What do you mean she doesn't pay rent? I asked. My dad was visibly angry when he responded, Your sister doesn't pay a fucking thing. My dad went on to explain how my sister recently bought a brand new car and hasn't even paid the insurance on it, so he had to cover that cost too. She doesn't pay rent. She doesn't pay utilities, phone, or anything else. So for the past 2 years, she's been living completely rent-free while I've been faithfully paying my parents every single month. Later that night, we had a family sit-down talk to address the situation. My sister absolutely did not want to pay rent, especially not the amount I was paying. She grudgingly offered $100. My parents suggested she pay $300 while I continue paying $800, but both my sister and I rejected that proposal. The conversation reached its breaking point when my sister shouted, "Fuck you, I'm trying to live my life." Those were her exact words, and they pissed me off beyond belief. My sister stormed off to her room, leaving me alone with my parents in the living room. I was extremely upset because the whole situation felt massively unfair. My mom was upset that everyone was angry at each other, and my dad was furious that my sister refused to pay rent, but also wouldn't move out. Both my parents mentioned they didn't want to get authorities involved to force her out. Before leaving the room, I made my position clear. I'm not going to pay any more rent until she does. And if I do pay rent, I'll pay whatever she's paying. It's only fair. My mom tried to negotiate. What if she pays $300 and you pay $800? No, I said firmly. But we really need the money, my mom pleaded. That's too bad, I replied, then got up and went to my room. This morning, my dad came into my room and told me that I was being an asshole for not paying rent. He said I should pay rent because it's the right thing to do. I responded, "What the hell? Make Ruby pay rent." My mom, who was listening in, said, "You've seen her. She won't listen to us." "Well, that's too bad," I replied. My mom got really angry and shouted back, "Well, we wouldn't have this problem if you didn't try to make your sister pay rent." That was the last straw for me. I slammed the door on my parents. As I'm writing this, my parents are in the living room discussing how both their children are rotten and how things were better back in their home country, back in their day when kids actually listened to their parents. So, am I the asshole here?